What is up, everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of, the Just Living podcast.
The Just Living podcast. What's happening?
I know that, again, most of you guys probably tuning in for now, people who already know us. But if you happen to run into this video and you want to know who we are, my name is Opoponzele.
And I am the PK.
And we are basically an engaged couple from Durban. Yes. And we basically are just having nice conversation, podcast, and reviews.
Just having a conversation. Thank you for those who have subscribed. Carry on subscribing, guys. If you are new to the pod.
Yeah, guys, we super appreciate
Shout out to you guys. Thank you.
Hashtag road to 100.
Yeah, we're doing a road to 100 for sure.
Hashtag road to 100 subscribers. That would mean so much to us. So I know we should probably get into today's topic. But hey, if you want to know, or if anyone else wants to know what this podcast is about, just let them know that
we're just living.
We're just living,
bro.
If you want to know, or if anyone else wants to know what this podcast is about, just let them know that
we're just living. Bro.
Today's episode is basically based on something PK and I were talking about, which is compatibility as a couple. Are we compatible as a couple? Were we? Are we?
Even from the start.
Even from the beginning, according to society's standards of compatibility and whatnot. So, what would you say compatibility is, obviously, from your definition?
Society's compatibility or my compatibility?
Let's define both. Let's start with society's versus yours.
Compatibility, I am not too sure. I am definitely not too much in the public space of what people's opinions are. I actually remove myself from that setting. You know how I'm not on Twitter anymore?
Yeah.
I just come in and out. It's just too negative.
It's like, it's too... sometimes if you just want to have your own head, sometimes I feel like it's good. It's healthy to just take a little bit of a breather from it. Especially when a lot of things that you do depend a lot on you having to think for yourself and stuff, And there's so much pressure there and stuff, so much negativity. I mean, we can't shy away from the negativity that's on that app, as much as positivity exists. There is a whole bunch of negativity.
Yeah, so I've definitely removed myself from that. But I think my understanding or my definition of compatibility is when two people can work together, basically like a well-gelled team,
a well-oiled machine.
Well-oiled machine, and because obviously it's two people. You're not gonna match up. So you're gonna have your grooves. You're gonna have your
So not match, but fit.
Yeah. So that when the wheel turns, you guys are
turning together.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I mean, I get that. I think if we had to go strictly by society, it has a bit more of a kind of a more physical, I think, aspect to it. What do you have? What do I have? Which I think does play an important role.
Where do you come from?
Where do you come from? Where do I come from? What are your beliefs? What are my beliefs? So I think I actually draw a little bit of my definition from there. For me, when I think of compatibility, I think of when we are about to start something, are we starting it with the same vibe? Which is, vibe is a very loose word, but what I mean is, when you're in a couple, so we have to start so many things, like so many important things, like the relationship. First of all, we run into challenges, we run into things we want to achieve, for example, getting the land. Now, if we are starting with getting the land, I need to know that the partner I'm compatible with is a partner
is on the same level.
Is on the same level.
And stuff.
You know what I mean? And also is the challenge, like they're gonna go about it in a way that works with me. Do you know what I mean? Like similar to what you were saying about fitting, so I need, like, for me, before I start anything, for example, prayer is important, like something big to me. Do you know what I mean? So now I can't be with someone who, when they start something, they don't kind of see God in it, or they don't see ancestors in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like, obviously there is the
I feel like I went a bit deep there.
Yeah, there's definitely in everything and in every topic, there's always like, you know, I don't want to say the cream at the top, but the fat at the top that you just gotta take off. Obviously, if the person doesn't, if the person is a bad person, you know them as a bad person. Obviously you're not compatible with that person. You know, you're not gonna now take that person and try apply all these things like, okay, does he? Yeah. You know, obviously there's those bad people that you just know they're bad people. Like they're bad for you.
Or they're bad for you. You know, not healthy for you. I get that. I think I agree with that. So I think for me, that aspect of it, you know, the aspect of how we start things or what are our main beliefs is a big one. Yeah. But then also, like, a light aspect to it. Do you get my jokes? Yeah, you know what I mean? For sure. Like, do you get my vibe? Do you know what I mean? Like, can we, you know, play around together? Can we can we gel, you know? Yeah, it's you know, like, I don't want to say a joke, you know, and then you're there like, what's that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that matters. Like, especially at the beginning.
And also, I think, I think it gets more obviously between it's a more you and me thing, or how we landed, but how I view it. I'm not too sure if obviously this is a compatible thing, but you know, when we met, I did not run out of things to say to you. We just talk. You know,
I think that's important.
And obviously, that's definitely important. But obviously, I don't want to knock out those people who obviously have that thing that, you know, they run out of what to say to someone they're actually attracted to. You know, it's not a red flag for you not to stop.
It's not, because for me, I was actually about to say as well, as much as we never ran out of stuff to say, even the silent moments weren't awkward. Even the quiet wasn't quiet from a place of awkwardness or quiet from a place of I don't know what else to say to you. It was quiet from a place of I just have nothing to say. Like I just want to chill. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, do you think we were compatible when we first met? Like literally first week.
Do you know what?
Let's say first week from dating. Like obviously once you meet the person, you know, you don't know what their whole life is. You know, you don't know what they do day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute. Yeah. You know what they think about.
I think if we removed every physical aspect in the world about us, we were 110% compatible. And I say that because in that room, in that apartment where we were completely escaped from the world, from anything, from any of our commitments, from any of our stages of life, from anything, you and I were just magic. Like everything was magic. I mean, I feel like I've told the story before. And if I haven't, just comment down below and we can always talk about the story about how we met. But I always say that, like,
I think everything... We need to take that one down.
Which one?
That first one that we did.
That super first one, or the one where I'm wearing the bandana?
I feel like the one we did at the other apartment.
At Bun, not at
I
took that one down.
But you took that.
Which one? The Bun one I took down.
No, the
or the one we did at our previous apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely the more keener version.
We did a more cooler kind of. Cut version. We were practicing. We were practicing. Okay, but I would say we just gelled. Like we literally fit like a puzzle. Everything fit like a puzzle. Everything. The energy was perfect. Just the attraction was perfect. It wasn't. It just felt perfect. Yeah. Nothing was forced. Nothing was too much for anyone. Nothing about anyone is too much for anyone. Yeah. But if you removed us, when we started talking about the real things about life, I remember the question you asked me was, are you 18? You know what I mean? That was like one of the first questions, kind of. That we're like, now we're escaping our vibe, obviously, and now we're going into reality. The reality now. And then it's like,
obviously, age is a big factor.
Age was a big factor for compatibility. Yeah. So that's when our stuff was like, the
reality now.
The reality was not compatible. Not where we were in life. Not like our friends, not our everyday things, not our settings, our background, how we grew up. None of it, guys.
We were definitely not compatible in a reality version of, obviously, ourselves.
I would say that our compatibility was more spiritual, and spiritual not in terms of, you know, just God and ancestors, but just in terms of energy as well. You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
So I would say, I mean, well, actually, I want to ask, would you say spiritual compatibility is more important than reality compatibility?
Spiritual. I feel like spiritual is the most important one. It might be the long one. Like you only get it at the end, because obviously when you become a couple and you obviously go to the next level, engaged, married and stuff, you know, and then obviously ngaklobola, you know, you are removed from your side and come to my side, you know, with the young and stuff like that. That means that whenever you do pass, you're gonna be on my side. You're gonna still be together on the other side.
On the other side. Because I've actually never asked you this. I've actually never asked you this. But was there a point where our incompatibility with reality affected us moving forward? Would you say that there was a point where you were like, this is a massive just block?
Yeah, yo, nah. I was like, you in where in a school, not in tech, not in college. You where? No, definitely no. I was like, no. I mean, yeah, you saw it.
You know what, guys?
Yeah.
I'll be 110% real. As much as the first 2 years of our lives had lots of amazing moments, lots of beautiful moments, lots of, you know, love, it had lots of uncomfortability with the reality. We fought it so much. We really fought it. I'd honestly think for the first 2 years of our lives, the only thing our relationship was moving on was spirituality and connection. Like the fact that whenever we would try to something would just always end up, and then we're just back together. Like for the first 2 years of our relationship. So I wouldn't even, not that I wouldn't count the first 2 years of our relationship, because there are beautiful moments I never want to lose from there. But I honestly wouldn't say that we were in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like we did relationship stuff. You know what I mean? We were I mean,
okay. What do you call it? I think. What do the couples call it these days?
We were
Yeah, it was a situationship.
It was a situationship, but also a serious situationship. Like he still remembered my birthday. Yeah. I still remembered his birthday. We still did special stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like we took care of each other as boyfriend and girlfriend would, but we were not.
It was just,
there was no structure. We were literally just moving around. We were just like it was literally just.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like, yo, this one marriage same time. Yo,
it wasn't anything like that. Except for me, I knew he was my husband from day one.
Yeah, she also
like that. I knew he was my husband. So obviously the first 2 years didn't really like freak me out. It wasn't like, oh my god, I'm really scared he's not gonna marry me, because I was like, he's my husband. Like I felt it, you know what I mean? So I knew that, you know, I felt it. Whatever that feeling was, I know it was something coming from above or coming from somewhere. So whatever happens now, you know, the journey, I'm not really too stressed out about it then, because we're going to end up together, like it or not. He was stressed out.
I was hella stressed out. Guys, you know, guys, those guys know. They know. It's when if you date a very young person, it's
not easy.
The eyes, it's
the thoughts, you know. I don't think he was comfortable with our baby's up.
Our new price is up.
Our new price is up, but I don't think he was comfortable with being with me, obviously, for the age thing. Like he wasn't comfortable. It was a confusing time. It was like, okay, fine, yes, obviously there's clearly a connection here, there's clearly a vibe here, but also this is weird. Like this is wrong. Like this is not sure. It's not right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think I would rather accept, like, I'm okay with that. That was your kind of first initial response, because I think I'd be more worried if it was like you're completely fine with it, you're used to this, or it doesn't really bug you type of thing. The from a society perspective of us when we were still younger, when we met, I don't blame them for putting us on more of a judgment type of thing. You know, I don't blame my teachers for looking at me getting into a VW in matric and being like, what the hell is happening there? You know, that's red flags, because
that's not cool.
That's, I would want, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like that is an appropriate way for society to react.
Yeah,
the only thing in that situation was that PK and I had to be strong enough in knowing exactly what we were doing was purely like it really had pure intentions.
I wasn't just chasing the skirts type of thing. I wasn't chasing the bag. He wasn't chasing a skirt, and only him and I could know that, you know, and that was what kept us going, because society obviously had judgment, and it wasn't bad judgment. I would want society to naturally react that way. I would if my daughter was like, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want society to change. I'd rather we be the exception than society just thinks, that's actually okay. Do you know what I mean? I think also what I do want to kind of air out is, or remind us also, is I feel like the first 2 years worked for us as a situationship because it wasn't toxic. Okay.
So it wasn't a relationship. But it wasn't toxic. Like we were not making each other unhappy. We were not putting each other in bad mental spaces. It was really fun and enjoyment. Like it was really fun. It was really fun and enjoyment. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think that's important to highlight, because I don't want anyone to think it's okay to be in a situationship where, especially if you want something more and this guy is just showing not seriousness. There was never a point where I felt like PK wasn't serious about me, or PK didn't love me or care about me, and hopefully vice versa. But also we have a third member of the podcast, in case you guys hear him in the background. He was
literally looking at the camera right now and trying to get its attention, because he's not sure, obviously. There's human stuff, and
a little
podcaster.
Maybe we should have him as a guest one day. I'm sure he'll have a lot to say.
He will have a lot to say.
He'll give us a lot of insights. But I was gonna say vice versa as well. I hope that you know that was kind of the same for you as well. You know, I never felt like this was a bad place to be. It was just a safe space.
Sure. Me too. Me too. I mean, I think we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of enjoyment. Enjoyment.
So what's your type on paper? Because
my type. Are you talking about booty? Body. Are you talking about body, or are you talking about
all of it, actually, all of it. I want to know from the body, like what's your initial attraction, because obviously that's like important. Obviously, you know,
I think
initial attraction is very physical.
I think I think obviously attractive people are attractive, but you know, it's that's the first point of attraction, you know, the physical, and then obviously you get into the, you know, spiritual or mental, or what do you want to call it?
The vibes.
But
I feel like, I feel like every time we say spiritual instead of like vibes, it sounds so serious.
Yeah,
and deep,
right.
Like
my type. I think I'm literally thinking like high school.
I'm laughing because he has a type.
Like
he has a type. Like
she knows
he has
my
a
type, apparently.
Looking at the
but
past.
I've never thought I had a type.
But I'm not his type. Like I feel like I look nothing like your kind of past girlfriends. I mean, he's had beautiful women in the past, you know, like I'm not afraid to admit that, but it was definitely not me. Like it was more of like slim, short, supermodel-ish, some of them. I mean, like supermodel body, but badonks type of thing. Beautiful women, you know. But you've also normally gone for more your skin tone. Like you've definitely never gone for like a light-skinned kind of. That's never really been. It's not your history. Do you know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Not me, no, like this child. Promise, I didn't stalk you or any of you. I don't even know. I'm just guessing here. You know, I'm just guessing what your type might have been. I know absolutely nothing about it.
Hella stalking going on out. Yeah. Hella. Anyway, yeah, I think I would say that's my type, but obviously it goes beyond that one. Once I know the person, you know, if there's a lack of up here, then we're gonna have a problem.
That turns you off.
Yeah, that's definitely like it just interests me. Yeah,
I'd say sure. PK is my type. Like he is my type. Like I like obviously I don't want a buff. Like I want to say like soccer body, swimmer body. Like I want you to look healthy, you know, flat tummy, nice arms, but I don't want you to look fit. I just want you to look healthy, like effortless. Do you know what I mean? Like like you're not trying to, but you're good. Do you know what I mean? Like a good t-shirt and jeans looks nice on you, but you're not like buff about it. Do you know? Like sure, that's definitely. And obviously the eyes and the smile was like instant for me. I was like, baby. And okay. So I'd say PK is my type. Okay. So then how do you go from a complete type to just like me?
I think it is because of that, Sogoti. You know, obviously the attraction is the physical one, and then you know, the one that probably matters to me most is obviously the personality. And
but also, love, like, remember also that first day, I don't think you knew a lot about me mentally. Like, a lot of it was physical. Yeah. Sorry, mom-in-law.
Yeah.
A lot of it was physical.
I mean.
And on day one. Like, it
I mean, girl, you know, you got that, you know. So, yeah, she got that. Like she's built like an hourglass, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, you know, that was the physical attraction.
I'm laughing right because there. I'm trying not to make eye contact with him because the last time we recorded we could hear on the app that whenever we looked at each other, like our voices would change and start sounding and then it started sounding real pony, guys. Like I'm not even gonna
so just look
so now I'm like okay, maybe not look at him because if my voice does that, like we start talking sexy whenever we, you know, looking at each other. Okay.
But obviously you've got that. Can I say you got that ass, like without being like sound like a douchebag?
I don't think it's derogatory. I don't think it's derogatory in this context.
Yeah.
I don't think it's derogatory in this context.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I didn't look at it in like a douchebag way. And obviously, you know, when I saw you. But I didn't really actually see your badonk-donks. Like the first thing that I actually saw, because you were in sweats.
Yeah, I was in leggings and a really oversized.
In leggings,
a really oversized kind of tee. I mean.
Okay, I guess I did see through.
You kind of did though, because I remember.
Leggings definitely did not hide.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely were slick about it, because I know you remember you came in for a handshake. You were like, "Nah, actually, I'm gonna hug this hourglass body." I was like, okay, I mean. Anyway, okay.
It's me, PK.
Okay, so obviously types on paper. Yeah. For me, it was basically similar, except obviously PK has an edge about him, and then for me, you know, it's definitely your type on paper was not.
But still, we got attracted to each other. So.
Which is interesting. Which is interesting.
Yep.
Do opposites attract?
Are
we opposites?
Yes, yeah, we're hella opposites. Opposites do attract. Like, I'm more of the plan, step A, step B. You know, we're going there, we're going to do this. You are just like, we are going in there. And then I will ask, how, why, when? You know, I'll ask those questions like, whatever, we're just going in there. So
we'll figure it out.
We're going to figure it out. You're a figure it out person. And I'm just like, a plan. We need to plan this.
Yeah, that definitely for me was like a big, like at the beginning, you kind of like, why is he so think about everything? Like, just go, like, just.
Yeah. I mean,
do you know what I mean?
Like,
and he was also like, he saw me as like a bit of a red flag. Like, this hand just goes, like, she just goes in, like in
fuck,
like she just,
like, you just do it, and just like.
Like, no thought, nothing. PK is like, I want to plan it through. I want to know exactly what to expect inside, type of thing.
Yeah,
which obviously, like, initially it was kind of like red flags for us, but then it started kind of intercepting, and it kind of came to like a middle ground. It just gelled. Like, I don't know, babes. Like, I want to talk about our attraction in a way where I feel like I know factually exactly what happened from stage A to stage B, but a lot of it was so out of our control. Like, a lot of it was so out of control. Like, a lot of it for me feels so meant to be, because it's so many things that when we have conversations like this, I'm like, shit, I didn't even think about that. Like, I didn't even think about that. Like, I just went in, and that this is what I saw, this is what we found.
For sure.
So we went from a situationship of 2 years to getting engaged. On that, wanting to get engaged. We knew we wanted to get engaged on that January, February. But obviously it only happened, I think, 2 months later, where we kind of went, where you came to my family, March-ish, end of March-ish. How do you go from a situationship where we have no idea how to build a future together, we've never tried, all we've been doing is vibing for 2 years, to, okay, actually engaged?
It's really fun. A lot of stuff needs to happen. So obviously a lot of stuff was out of our hands, but it's, when you go through stuff with a person, like, just, I'm not, okay, well, how can I even, I'm trying to think of examples, like, what can I use? Like the car accident, like all of a sudden,
like impromptu things that happened within those 2 years, and how we kind of were able to support each other.
Stuff
how it kind of, sorry guys, I'm getting called to supply more snacks here
to our boss man. Can you do you have a few words for us?
The CEO of the household.
Yeah.
We are sorry.
We're running on his time.
Okay. There you go, Baba.
Yeah. I think, impromptu things that bring you guys closer together. Obviously, I can't say they're good or they're bad, because I don't know, obviously, what you guys' situations were, and people, but the stuff that just brings you guys together, they just happen unprepared, we don't know about them and stuff.
I guess for me, I would say it was probably just the time and life taking its course naturally. So by that I mean the time, as in we definitely did not know what was going to happen to us the next day. We did not know if PK was going to wake up sad, or if I was going to wake up sad, or if something sad was going to happen in my life, or something, was going to happen in my life that was going to make me feel a certain way or need some support from him. I didn't know I would need him, and I didn't know how he would be such an important, such an instrumental part in my life, and I think vice versa. I didn't know until it happened. So sure. You kind of live through the everydays. You go through something difficult, you have this person that's supporting you, that gets you, and then you go through that thing, and then you heal from it, and you're like, you wake up on the other side and you're like, damn, I was able to go through that, and he helped me, or she helped me. And so 2 years later, it becomes a whole song of all these things that happened, impromptu, unplanned. And then you realize, for me, let me speak personally, when he was like, I'm sending uncles to your house, I was like, that's perfect. Because not that I was thinking about it in the last 2 years, like I didn't think it would happen so soon after, but now that you say it, the last 2 years have kind of been perfect. I wouldn't mind us continuing this and just growing it into obviously a bit more structure, because now we're building a life together.
That going the engagement route and actually wanting to do that is a decision that you make, obviously based off the time that you spend with that person, for the past 2 years, whether it was a situationship or what. Like, I kind of knew the person that you were. And yeah, I was cool with that. I mean, obviously there was still some stuff on both ends that
there'll
just needed to. There's always this beat that needs to be
always just be
knocked into. You know, gotta knock some stuff.
But
into,
baby, not you saying on live television you wanted to change and tweak some things about me. First of all, I'm perfect.
Stuff, you know, like
I'm perfect.
How the fuck, yeah, love. Yeah.
The fact that you need to tweak anything is a surprise to me.
There.
I'm shocked right now. No, I'm joking. But obviously there's always stuff to improve, you know. Yeah. For sure. I think we've done a good job at that as well, improving through time.
For sure.
Okay. So were there areas in our lives that made us incompatible, and how did we overcome those? So I know obviously throughout this whole conversation, I feel like we've more or less gone into the fact that yes, there were areas in our lives that were incompatible.
For sure.
But I would like to speak a bit more about how we overcame those, especially after the first 2 years, you know, during the engagement now when it's very clear to everyone around us and to us that we have now committed to a whole life together.
For sure. I think it's rough at first. It was rough, you know.
It was,
but it's a lot of communication. You need to talk your feelings out. You need to say how you feel, or if something didn't sit right with you, you need to tell the person. Obviously you do not know that at the start, because you pull it up, you know, like this person, like I'm bad, and okay, you know, until I think what happened to us was that we used to keep stuff in until we had a breaking point, and then stuff would just like, so, and I've told you not to do that before, you know, type
and then
of
I'd
thing.
be like, first of all, I didn't even know you were angry about so many things, you know, and vice versa, you know. I'd pop up one day on some, and like, you don't even like remember to just like kiss me in the morning. 2 weeks ago you didn't kiss me in the morning, and like you just got up and you just got ready for work, and you were just fine with that, and just like, do you know what I mean? Like, and that was all, guys, like that was all just happening because obviously now when you tie our lives together, from the 2 years when we were just having fun and dating to this person has a morning routine.
I mean, obviously, when you guys move in together, you definitely now find out that person. And then they're like,
like, what is this, baby? Like, this is not what I signed up for. I signed up for a party, first of all.
How the fuck, like, take out every day. Like, there's no take out every day when you guys start moving in together.
In fact, there's arguments about who's cooking dinner and who's cleaning. And I'm a huge, like, obviously the whole independence thing. Obviously, yes, true. I still hate cleaning. I'll put that out there. But
come clean.
You know,
it's like my in-laws gonna be watching this like,
mina ngiyacleana ngicela if in-laws are watching funa nje kwazi nje ukuthi ngiyacleana la ekhaya nje ngicela nje kucace lokho ukuthi bandla umakoti avezikhandla la ekhaya ngoclean. But definitely lots of merging of lives and lots of actual merging of, you know, physical things and how we actually do our things on a more practical basis, from just seeing each other on weekends to you know, combining our lives together, combining our phases of life together. And on top of that, like for us, the year we moved in together was also a year that we had lost our son. And we were dealing with a lot of grief and a lot of still us having to try to adapt. You know, that year for us, I feel like was supposed to be a year of us getting to know us as an engaged couple. Like it was supposed to be us kind of moving in together, figuring it all out. You know what I mean? Like, I
think, I think obviously we're still going to talk about how it happened, you know, the moving in together. And obviously, you know, me not listening to, not seeing the cues at all, because we were just going, we were just going through it, man.
Yeah, man. We were. But
overcoming the compatibility stuff, it's literally just talking. Literally,
I'll be honest with you. You know, I'll be honest with you.
Use your words.
We had to have a system. We had to put in a system because
And
without it,
we've changed. And also, whatever system you put in, just know that there's going to be flaws in it. Someone is going to find those flaws and then use those flaws. And then now we have to rework this thing because now someone has found flaws to this thing.
And the system that worked for us for 3 months, 3 months later is just, it's not working because it's just a completely different new set of problems, you know? And like, we had to open the communication barrier, which was very difficult for both of us because honestly, when you're communicating with your partner, there's a huge level of just feeling vulnerable and exposed. Do you know what I mean? I'll speak for myself. I hate that you cannot figure out that, well, back then, hated that you cannot naturally figure out that I like flowers. Why can't you just figure out that I like flowers? Like, why must I now put myself in a vulnerable position where I have to say, babe, I actually like flowers, or I like this. I like it when you do this for me. I like it when you... Do you know what I mean? Like, why do I have to say that? It's icky. It's... You know what I mean? Like, it's an uncomfortable place to be, you know?
You can't expect a person just to know.
And naturally, I remember... like PK had like, what was it with though? I can't remember like actual examples, but he would sometimes be like, you know, I just wish you thought of me. Like there would be lots of examples back then, like, I just wish you thought of me.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, I just wish you also thought to bring me something, or I just wish you also thought to do this for me. You know what I mean? And I honestly didn't, because I didn't think it was that deep, you know, for example. So naturally to me, if it doesn't come naturally, you don't feel wrong. Like you're like, how am I supposed to know that? Which is, I think, is a lot of how we got stuck, because how was I supposed to know that? A lot of the problems were, how was I supposed to know that? And guys, communication, I think, was the best way we could have ever done it.
And it's not going to work the first time or the second time or the third time, guys.
It's not. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to make you...
It's okay.
It's okay. Like, you're going to need a couple of goes
as long as
at it.
Yeah, you also just need one person, or not one. We both need to just work on it. You know?
Yeah,
it's
that's
50-50.
True. What about our relationship and kind of our compatibility, bringing out parts of yourself that you didn't know existed, both good parts and bad parts? What were those?
I think there's definitely a blind spot to yourself. You don't have blind spots for yourself. Or you know, some parts you probably do, but some you don't. Like, someone's gonna tell you you don't do stuff, and you're like, I do that. Like, I do that, you know, but you literally don't. Like,
so what did you think you were perfect in that you realized you actually were not perfect in?
No, I feel like I was fine in everything. Like, Jay, romantic, but man, thinking of you, you know what you call, like, I didn't think I was lacking in you. I was like, I'm good, you know, like, Jay, I'm good, you know. Like, I felt like I'm the one who brings like everything into this relationship, and you're the one lacking, just like in those places. That
definitely feels familiar. You know, I also kind of got into it thinking, you know, I am perfect and stuff. But now I'm saying, now that you knew you were not perfect, what did you realize that actually you're not good at this at all? Like, I'm not good at this.
Like, what are you asking? What?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stuff. Well, not a lot of stuff, but
and I mean, not too much stuff, babes. You're still amazing.
I mean, not a lot of stuff, but opening up, and just thinking that we're two different people and we're not gonna think the same, you know, type of thing, and that's fine too. You?
Shit, I was perfect. Like, fuck.
Ding dong.
No, joking. Opening up also. Opening up, especially because I used to be a lot more of a outspoken person. So you would assume that a lot of the stuff I said was true or it was deep, when really it was very surface level actually. And I think being honest, you would just sometimes, especially at the beginning, think that I was dishonest, but I would then realize later a lot of the things that it's not that I was actually being dishonest. It's that I actually believed that. I actually really believed that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
because I just didn't get it.
Like sometimes he would not get it. It would not make sense to him. But it's like there was some toxic stuff about myself or stuff that would happen, and I actually believed it. So I wasn't lying. I just wasn't truthful to myself either. So when I'm not truthful to myself either, how am I going to be truthful to him? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I wish we could get into physical examples, and I wish I could think of one, because it would be such an important moment to show the truth.
Talk more about this topic, and
definitely
examples.
Yeah, like I would love to actually think of some examples right now, but I do think it was such a long time ago, and I do want to say, I think patience, guys, besides just the communication, your partner just needs a lot of patience.
Yeah.
So I feel like you really need to love someone in order to go the long haul with them, because patience really comes from the fact that you care about them.
For sure.
It really does come from the fact that you care about them. I do just want to say that, so long as we're on the topic of compatibility, that I hope that we continue to learn from each other, because that's something I don't think we highlighted a lot in this video, but our compatibility and incompatibility in aspects of our lives has taught us a lot, and I feel like I have learned a lot from you individually.
Yeah, for sure.
So I do hope that we continue to make it okay in our relationship to learn from each other. And to make it a safe place to learn from each other, because I feel like I can credit a lot of that to how we've kind of kept going this whole time. Because besides the amazing energy and stuff, our structure has just beautifully kind of manifested into a safe structure, like a very non-toxic, very healthy and
really
freeing. When I really look at our relationship, or when I come home, I feel like I'm coming into an open field of just beauty and happiness, and you know what I mean.
And that's how it's
even though
to be.
Things aren't perfect, it still feels like they're perfect. I think this was a good one.
Yeah, I think this was a good one.
I think this was an honest one.
A real one. Yeah. It was a real one. I mean, it always will be real. It always will be a real one. It's always going to be based on, us.
I think we just surprise each other when we do talk about our real things in our relationship, because we don't really talk in public about that a lot.
Yeah, at all.
We really are. We've always been kind of protective of our circle and just you and me,
and our energy.
And our energy and stuff. So, like, just putting it out there has always been a little bit of a question mark for us. Not because we're ashamed of anything, but I think it's a protection thing. Like you want to protect something that's valuable to you and important and precious,
but there's definitely other people like us out there, who not trying to do anything malicious,
just want to kind of hear it out and relate. So we hope we're actually relating to one or two people out there, even if it's just one or two, man. Even if it's just one or two.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
All right.
That was a nice one.
That was a nice one. Thank you for watching up until this point, guys. Appreciate it. Super appreciate it, guys. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, hit that subscribe and that notification bell.
Yep, turn on that notification bell.
And
also, please check out episode 1 if you haven't checked it out yet.
We'll link it up right now.
And comment down below if there's anything you want us to talk about. Like I said, we're totally free to talk about stuff in our lives, as long as it's stuff that have kind of affected us personally, because we always on this podcast want to stick to talking about things that are of personal nature to us, not looking outward at situations we know nothing about, because we can't talk on that because we never know how
we can have our own opinions.
We can have opinions, but it's never going to be deep. It's always going to be surface level, But what I love about talking about our personal things is the fact that we can go deep, because it is what we've experienced, or it is what we're currently going through, Yeah, guys, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.